Hello, I'm DArvidson. In this video, I will show you how we are using Qualtrics to provide first-year medical students with a 2-hour virtual microbiology laboratory session that is case-based. Students are given a variety of resources to prepare for the session and a lab manual to guide them through the cases during the activity. They fill out a lab report for each case, writing their observation and interpretations as they go. I'll show a completed example later. There are 4 Qualtrics cases in this session. First case is a demonstration case that we do to show students how to use the tables in the laboratory manual to work through each case. Here the patient has symptoms of meningitis and the sample provided to the microbiology lab is cerebral spinal fluid. So in this case, the patient has symptoms of meningitis and these are the possible suspects. Here's feedback. The system, if they pick the wrong thing, they can use this back arrow here to go back in the case and pick the correct thing. So here's the gram stain of the sample. And some students think the pink things are the bacteria, but those are neutrophils. Bacteria, the little purple things, gram-positive cocci. As shown here in the feedback. And they choose it from this table. You see here where it says spinal fluid. This shows what to pick. Here they interpret the growth on the different media. Choose which bacteria it's consistent with or rules out. And as they're filling out their lab report as they go through this. And they get feedback on the correct answers. And we ask what kind of hemolysis is it, and it could be alpha, beta, or gamma. In this case it's alpha because of the greenish color. Then we have a gram stain now of the purified culture and their gram-positive cocci. Now we don't see the neutrophils because it's been purified. And one of the choices is that purification is not necessary. That's false. You need to purify the culture to do further assays and for antibiotic susceptibility. Now they know they have a gram-positive coccus, and so they can use this flowchart that's in the lab manual. We have various flowcharts for the different types of bacteria, gram-positive, gram-negative, rods, or cocci. So this is a gram-positive coccus, and you see the first test they need to do is catalase test, and that's explained in their resources. And the catalase test shows that there are no bubbles, so there's no catalase activity. That means streptococci are catalase negative or staph positive, so give that feedback. Next step is flowchart is to look at hemolysis. We already know they're alpha. And then the last step is optogen sensitivity. If it's sensitive, then it's going to be Streptococcus pneumoniae, and it is sensitive. So they pick that. This shows what a written report looks like. And when the students are finished, they get an overall score and then the results of each of their questions, how they answered it, and what all the foils were. Then we, after the demonstration case, we then turn them loose on these other 3 cases, and we circulate the room while they work.